What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm coming to you today with some college football leans for Saturday. All right, these are some leans. I'm going to share them up, but I like these four teams right now. I mean, there might be a little more than that, but I like these four teams for sure. And I wanted to provide you guys with that information earlier so you can start formulating your own parlays or teasers or straight bets, whatever it may be. Okay. So with that being said, let's start this off with a little bit of insight. You probably all my friends and family do know, and my clients know also, that I'm a huge Michigan Wolverines fan. I was born in Michigan, raised a G on the West Coast, but I was born in Michigan, and my entire family are Michigan Wolverine fans. So my entire life I've been watching them, loving them, until they got Jim Harbaugh as a coach. I'm not a fan of Jim Harbaugh. I see him for what he really is, and which is a fraud. And so I'm going to give you some insight on this dude, all right? Take a look at his career at Stanford. That actually, he's not the one that brought Stanford to the prominence at that time. It was the assistant. I'm spacing his name. It's the brother, the bald head who's the coach now. He's the one that brought them up. He's the one that worked them to the point where they got to. Then they gave the head coaching job to Jim Harbaugh, and Andrew Luck came and all that stuff like that. But it wasn't because of Jim. It was because of the coach they have now. Then Jim jumped ship right in time to the San Francisco 49ers. And what happened then? Well, he took the job over for someone that was doing really, really well at the time, I felt, which was Mike Singletary. I'm here in the Bay Area, somewhere in Sacramento, and I watched the games, and I saw the Singletary get the defense on point, got the culture changing in that locker room. He might have been tough on some people, but that's all right. He got the team where they needed to be, and then right when they're about to go over that hump, they let him go, Singletary, for some BS reasons. And they brought Jim Harbaugh in. Okay? And Jim Harbaugh is the one that took him over to the championship games and stuff. But they were already there as a team. The culture was already set. Jim didn't do anything. All he did is insert Colin Kaepernick. Well, Alex Smith was doing well too. You know what I mean? So, again, he didn't do nothing. Then, now he's going to have to prove himself. When he jumps over to Michigan, they didn't have anything. They were in shambles as a university. All right? Then they get Jim Harbaugh. They get some good recruits because the name of Jim Harbaugh's there, right? But he has not won the big game, just like he never won the big game in the 49ers in the NFL. He didn't win the big game with Andrew Luck at Stanford. I mean, he will beat Notre Dame, I believe, a few times, but he never won a national championship from what I can remember. So, looking at that, I like this. With all that being said, I like this Wisconsin team to cover the spread plus 9.5 against Michigan. Wisconsin has a good run game, so they'll be beating up that solid Michigan defense. But they'll be beating them up. They got these heavy hogs, man. That'd be 320 pounds just bearing down on you all the time, The Hornibrook, is actually not bad. He definitely improved from last year to this year. So I like that. And who do they have at quarterback really at Michigan? I mean, they're still suspect. Start busting this dude in his face. I don't know if he's going to be the same. So the defense on Wisconsin is not bad. It's, I'll say a tad bit above average. They can get after the passer. They can, they're known for good linebackers and whatnot. There have been some injuries here and there, but I like them plus 9.5. So that is a solid lean. That might even be my free pick tomorrow, is Wisconsin plus 9.5, all right, over Michigan. We pick not plays on our emotions. We pick plays based off of what we see, put them in our algorithms, and based off those systems and what it comes back with, then we go with those plays. It's all analytical, and also a lot of gut stuff that, based off of years of this computer up here, seeing things and the patterns sticking and knowing them. It's not about emotion. You got to take that out of this, all right? Because it's about making money. You shouldn't have any emotion when it comes to making money, all right? Next, I'd like Bama minus 28. Yeah, 28 points right now. You might want to get on that one. Oh, it might go up. I just think that Bama has not covered the spread for their fans and their loyal faithful for 3 straight games, I believe. Maybe 3 or 2 straight games at least. And so that's not a good sign. They don't do that after a while. They came out, they blew out the spread the first 2 games and maybe the 3 games. And so they dominated when it came to that spread. They're 6-0. So they're 3-3 against the spread from what I can remember. All right. So it's about time they made some money for their fans. Take Alabama. I think they're going to score a lot of points against Mizzou. Mizzou's a decent defense. It's okay defense. Not great. But the offense is really, really good. And so this might be a test for Alabama. And they're going to probably, maybe even keep Tua in the game for longer. And I don't think he's played a 4th quarter this year. I mean, that's how good they've done. So next is UCF, University of Central Florida. -5. I like them just because UCF, again, they're trying to prove something when it comes to the playoffs. They're 5-0, 2-0 in conference. They really should be 6-0, but they had a game canceled. So they still are trying to play catch up. So each game that they get on, they have to press, push the actual score up as high as they possibly can, blow out teams as high as they can. Now they're going on the road to a Memphis team that's 4-2 and 1-2 in the American Conference. Now, this is a tough game. That's why it's only a 5-point spread for UCF because they're on the road. But I don't think Memphis is actually good as 4-2. I mean, really think about who they've played. And they haven't really played anybody of substantial, I think that shows that they've done it. They played UConn. Man, come on, UConn's, we know, I'll bet against UConn almost every week, y'all. I'm seriously, it might be on an auto fade against UConn. Whoever they play. I looked to see who they play. I don't think they play this week. I tried to find it. So, UConn, Tulane, University of South San Antonio, and Georgia State. And Navy in the wishbone. And UCF barely beat this team by 7 points last year. So Memphis does have revenge in this game, but it's a different team. So I think UCF is going to be up for it, knowing that. But let's take a look and see who UCF has played so far this year. They also play UConn. It doesn't really matter. It's almost the same score. That doesn't matter. But they played Florida Atlantic University. It was a tough team, decent team with, what's his name, Lane Kiffin as coach. Not bad. They played Pitt, and they played SMU. Not the best either. And they've dominated all those games. So I think they're going to dominate this game against a team that hasn't played anybody either. That's going to be shocked about the speed, the athleticism that is on UCF. They have a great quarterback, college quarterback in Melton. This guy is the real deal when it comes to college. I don't know what he's going to do in the pros, but he kind of reminds me of Drew Brees. Yes, the stock size. He has more speed and athleticism than Drew, but the way he throws the ball, the way he moves, I like the guy. That's a solid pick for you, I think, right there. So those are 3. I did like a little bit of that Duke game. I was looking at some stuff on ESPN. ESPN has a lot of good analytics. I like their pick center. I look at some of their handicappers that they have on there. And there's one guy that I like a lot. His name is Phil Steele. And looking at some of the information he had out there, and he was throwing out some numbers, and that with some analytics that I saw, there might be a slight lean on a Duke. We'll see. I'm not sure about that one yet. But like I said, Wisconsin, I like them, plus 9.5. UCF and Bama. Those 3 games I like for sure, yo. Let's get this money this week. We might even sprinkle some money on Wisconsin upsetting Michigan. And then that would be the start of, let's get Jim Harbaugh out of here. Out of here. Has he beat Ohio State yet? No. Has he messed up and lost against Michigan State? Yes. Man, I'm telling y'all. But don't get me started anyway. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll be back tomorrow, I should say on Saturday, with just a free pick and letting you know which one is going to be the free pick. I think it's going to be that Wisconsin game. I'm leaning towards that. I'll also be back on Saturday with some leans for I'll actually do another video real quick for some NFL leans that I like early. They're not free picks yet, but these are things I'm researching that you might want to take a look at. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Let's get this money.